Welcome to AKR chemistry class. In the last class I started the short tricks involved in the physical properties of S block elements. In today's class I am going to make you to learn the chemical properties of group 1 and 2 elements together, which will very helpful for your NEET, mains and KSET level program. Coming to the chemical properties of alkyl and alkaline earth metals. First, a reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen or atmospheric air. Reaction with oxygen or atmospheric air. Both alkali metals as well as alkaline earth metals reacts with oxygen present in the atmospheric air to form respective oxides O2 minus ion, peroxides O2 2 minus ion. You should have to concentrate on this one, and superoxides. Superoxides anion is O2 minus ion. These two are colorless and diamagnetic in nature. It is colored and exists in paramagnetic in nature. Okay. Now I am going to deal with the thermal stability. Order of thermal stability of both the group elements. First with respect to oxides. I am going to give the information. So lithium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, rubidium oxide and cesium oxide. So with respect to second group elements, beryllium oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, strontium oxide and barium oxide. So as we know that as we move down the group, atomic radius of the both the group elements increases, therefore the stability decreases. Beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature. Beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature. Magnesium oxide is a weak base. Calcium oxide is slightly basic in nature. Strontium and barium oxides are strong bases. Strong bases. Coming to peroxides. Order of stabilities of peroxides. Lithium peroxide is least stable. Sodium peroxide, potassium peroxide, rubidium peroxide and cesium peroxide. Since beryllium and magnesium are possess very small atomic radius, therefore they are unable to form stable peroxides. But calcium peroxides, strontium peroxide and we got barium peroxides. Okay. Why? Here you can observe here in case of oxides the order of stability decreases. In case of peroxides the order of stability increases down the group. The reason is due to the size of anion. Since as the size of anion is greater, therefore size of cation is lesser, then the stability will be minimum. Here the size of cation and size of anion is almost same, therefore the stability is more. Means as we move down the group with increase in the cationic radius, the stability of peroxides also increases. Please note it down. If I take sodium peroxide, when sodium peroxide are subjected to hydrolysis, we get sodium hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen peroxide. It indicates that all the first group elements peroxide are subjected to hydrolysis, hydrogen peroxide is obtained. If I take barium peroxide are treated with a mineral acid like dilute HCl, it forms barium chloride with the liberation of hydrogen peroxide. Means second group elements involved in the formation of hydrogen peroxide when they treated with dilute acids. In the first group elements, only lithium has an ability to react with the nitrogen. Only lithium has ability to react with hydrogen to form respective metal nitride, that is lithium nitride. Whereas all the second group elements reacts with nitrogen at high temperature to form the respective nitrides, and their order of stability is like this: beryllium nitride, magnesium nitride, calcium nitride, strontium nitride, and barium nitride. Reason is, as I move down the group, atomic radius of beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium goes on increases, since N3 minus ion possesses larger anionic radius. Therefore, when it combines with greater cationic radius, then only it forms stable nitrides. In this case, beryllium is covalent and volatile in nature. It is insoluble in water. But on subjected to strong heating, it get decomposes to form beryllium with the liberation of nitrogen. Whereas all the remaining nitrates are crystalline ionic solids. And they are soluble in water. When they are soluble in water, they form respective metal hydroxide with the liberation of ammonia gas. Students, please make sure that these reactions they definitely ask in your objective level examination. In many nitrides, what happens when they treated with water? They involved in the formation of ammonia gas. Please note it down. The second one is a reaction with hydrogen. Both alkyl and alkaline earth metals reacts with hydrogen. If alkali metals reacts with hydrogen, it forms of metal hydrides of type MH, and alkaline earth metals involved in the formation of metal hydrides of type MH2. Okay. Thermal stability with respect to first group elements: lithium hydride, sodium hydride, potassium hydride, rubidium hydride, and cesium hydride. Hydride ion possesses smaller anionic radius, therefore lithium also possesses smaller cationic radius, therefore it is more stable in nature. As we move down the group, lithium to sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, atomic radius increases, therefore their stability of hydrides decreases. Next, coming to beryllium hydride, magnesium hydride, calcium hydride, strontium hydride, and finally barium hydride. Beryllium hydride and magnesium hydride always exist in the form of polymeric, and they are covalent in nature. Remaining hydrides are monomeric and ionic in nature. If you take beryllium hydride, this is beryllium which undergo sp2 hybridization, and it involved in the formation like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. One more beryllium. I'll write here 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Here one electron will be there, and here one electron. These two get bonded. One electron. Here hydrogen. Here hydrogen will be there. Here hydrogen. Polymeric, no, it will go on like this. And here this electron was donated by the hydrogen atom. So it is called as 1, 2, 3. 3 center, 2 electron bond. So beryllium hydride and magnesium hydride always involved in the formation of 3 center, 2 electron bonds. Coming to the reducing nature. The reducing nature, the reducing nature of these hydrate is inversely proportional to their thermal stability. Therefore, cesium hydride is powerful reducing agent when compared to lithium hydrides. And between group 1 and group 2 elements are more stable than group 1 hydrides. Both the hydrides, either it may be alkali metals or alkaline earth metal hydrides, whenever it is treated with water, they form respective hydroxides with the liberation of hydrogen. They form the respective hydroxides with the liberation of hydrogen. Then coming to next chemical properties of alkaline and alkaline earth metals is a reaction with halogens. A reaction with halogens. So reactivity of halogens towards the first two pyramids is fluoride greater than chloride, bromide and iodide. So with respect to alkali metals, the thermal stability I am going to explain. Lithium halides, sodium halides, potassium halide, rubidium halide and cesium halide. With respect to alkaline earth metals also it is like this. Down the group stability decreases. Beryllium halides, magnesium halides, calcium halides, strontium halides and barium halides. All these halides are water soluble in nature. Because their hydration energy is greater than lattice energy. The exceptional case is lithium fluoride, which is insoluble in water. Because its lattice energy is greater than hydration energy. In this case, only beryllium hydride soluble in water. Because its hydration energy is greater than lattice energy. As we move down the group, the solubility decreases. The solubility of these salts goes on decreases because with increase in lattice energy and decrease in hydration energy. All these alkaline earth metals, salts of alkaline earth metals are hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means whenever these metal salts are exposed to the atmospheric air, they readily accumulates the water molecule to form hydrated crystalline salts. For example, magnesium chloride .6H2O, hydrated magnesium chloride, CaCl2.6H2O, hydrated calcium chloride. Next, solubility in liquid ammonia. With respect to alkali metals, whenever the alkali metals is treated with liquid ammonia, it forms blue colored solution. Minus. It forms blue colored solution. The reason is due to the free electron. It is a blue color solution and it is good conductor of electricity. Due to the presence of free electron, it is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, note it down. This is very important. When the metal ion of alkali metals is treated with liquid ammonia, that is in dry form and subjected to strong heating, it forms M plus amide NH2 minus with the liberation of hydrogen gas. It is an amide. It is an amide, and it is colorless solution. It is a colorless solution, and there is no free electron, therefore it is diamagnetic in nature. Whenever it is treated with liquid ammonia, this ion undergoes solvation. This ion undergoes solvation and allowed to stand for few minutes. It forms MnH2. It is so it involved in the formation of blue colored solution, because M plus ion as well as E minus ion get solvated by the ammonia molecules, therefore it involved in the formation of blue colored solution. This blue colored solution is allowed to stand for a few minutes. It forms a colorless compounds of amine. It forms a colorless compound. Coming to alkaline earth metals, if I take alkaline earth metals, so whenever the alkaline earth metal is made to react with ammonia, this one is a X plus Y there, here it is X plus 2Y NH3. It forms M NH3 X times plus 2 plus 2 into E into NH3 Y times minus. It is also a blue colored solution. It is also a blue colored solution. Please note it down. Next one. Nature of carbonates. Nature of carbonates. So first group elements involved in the formation of carbonate of type M2CO3. This is with respect to alkali metals. With respect to alkaline metals, the nature of carbonate will be MCO3. This is alkaline earth metals. If I go with thermal stability, lithium carbonate, sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, rubidium carbonate, and finally cesium carbonate. As we move down the group, the stability of carbonate increases due to the larger size of carbonate ion. And lithium carbonate is least stable. Whenever it is subjected to heating, it undergoes decomposition to form lithium oxide as well as carbon dioxide gas, whereas other carbonates do not undergo decomposition. With respect to second group elements, if I go, beryllium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate, strontium carbonate, and final one is barium carbonate. Second group element carbonates are more stable than first group carbonates, or first group elements carbonates are more than second group. Means, check it out, greater the radius of cation, greater the stability of carbonate ion. So radius of cation of first group elements is greater than second group elements. Therefore, first group element carbonates are more stable than second group element carbonates. So beryllium carbonate is only one compound which easily undergo decomposition or subjected to strong heating to form beryllium oxide with the liberation of carbon dioxide. Next one is nature of carbonates. Nature of carbonates. I taught, sorry, now I will teach bicarbonates. Nature of bicarbonates of first group as well as second group elements. First group elements involved in the formation of alkali metals involved in the formation of MHCO3. The order of stability is lithium bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate, lithium sodium potassium bicarbonate, rubidium bicarbonate, and cesium bicarbonate. Since the ionic radius of bicarbonate is maximum, therefore cesium bicarbonate is more stable than lithium bicarbonates. All these bicarbonates, all these bicarbonates are subjected to strong heating. They form respective carbonates of type M2CO3 with the liberation of carbon dioxide as well as water. With the liberation of carbon dioxide as well as water. All the carbonates and bicarbonates, carbonates and bicarbonates of all the carbonates and bicarbonates of alkali metals are soluble in water, are soluble in water. Down the group the solubility increases. Down the group the solubility increases. That is, cesium bicarbonate as well as cesium carbonates are more soluble in water when compared to lithium carbonate as well as lithium bicarbonate, because down the group hydration energy increases and their lattice energy decreases. Now with respect to the alkaline earth metals, these having the metal carbonates of type MHCO3 twice, beryllium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate, calcium bicarbonate, strontium bicarbonate, and barium bicarbonate. As we move down the group, the stability goes on increases. Whenever these bicarbonate are subjected to strong heating, they undergo decomposition to form respective carbonates of type MCO3. See, in case of first group, it forms M2CO3. In second case, it forms MCO3 with the liberation of carbon dioxide and water. Bicarbonates of magnesium and calcium. Involved in the formation of temporary hardness of water. They are responsible for the temporary hardness of water. Whereas their chlorides and sulfates, magnesium chlorides and magnesium sulfates, if we take magnesium as well as calcium, chlorides as well as their sulfates are responsible for permanent hardness of water. Carbonates and bicarbonates of magnesium and calcium are responsible for the temporary hardness of water, whereas sulfates and chlorides of magnesium and calcium are responsible for permanent hardness of water. Coming to the next one, that is nature of nitrides of alkali metals and alkaline earth elements. With respect to alkali metals, the general formula is MnO3 and the order of thermal stability of these metal nitrates is like this: lithium nitrite, sodium nitrite, potassium nitrite, rubidium nitrite, and cesium nitrite. Since the ionic radius is maximum, therefore as we move down the group, the stability of nitrides goes on increases. These are all colorless crystalline solids which are easily soluble in water, whereas solubility increases as we move down the group. Here very important is, when lithium nitrate are subjected to strong heating, it always get decomposes to form lithium oxide with the liberation of nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Whereas other than lithium nitrate, a remaining metal nitrate are subjected to strong heating, they decomposes to form a respective metal nitrate with the liberation of oxygen. this thing you should have to keep in your mind. Here there one composition they can ask. What is the composition of gunpowder? The composition of gunpowder is 75% of potassium nitrate. 75% of potassium nitrate plus 13% of charcoal and 12% of sulfur. 12% of sulfur. This is the composition of gunpowder. Coming to the alkaline earth elements. These involved in the formation of nitrate of type NO thrice twice, and their stability is like this: beryllium nitrite, magnesium nitrite, calcium nitrite, strontium nitrite, and finally barium nitrate. Beryllium nitrate, magnesium nitrate, calcium nitrate, and barium nitrate. So beryllium nitrite, when beryllium nitrite on subjected to heating, it involved in the formation of a complex compound NO3 6 times. It involved in the formation of beryllium complex compound with the liberation of nitrogen dioxide gas and oxygen. Okay, whereas other metal nitrates of second group elements are subjected to strong heating, they form respective metal oxides with the liberation of nitrogen dioxide gas and oxygen. You should have to balance this one. This is 2 and it is 4. 2 and all these nitrates are soluble in water, but as we move down the group, the solubility of these compounds decreases. Here the solubility increases, in this case solubility decreases. Thank you for watching this video, students. I think you have been understood. Make sure that you should have to practice well. Go through the NCERT publication before you come for any type of shortcut methods. And this shortcut methods is helpful only to give the memory, to increase the memory power for you at the level of objective programs. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos. Have a nice day.